Good morning, good morning, good morning, internet land, social media. This is your host, Sherelle, author of Naked and Ashamed, the story of my life, how I fought depression, and God healed my broken spirit. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Yeah, I thought I'd give you a break yesterday, but I'm in studio. I'm back in studio. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Y'all love mix up. And I said, I love mix up. I see the video over there. My ex fiance left me the wickedest way, and I'm telling you, that video is blowing up, guys. That's blowing up. I see where some of y'all are sharing that video. A truth, man. Every single thing that is said in that video is true. Of course, as I said, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm not gonna show no shame, nothing like that. Because say God heal we, we're not angry, we're not bitter, we don't have no resentment. You understand? So, in the spirit of all of that, some of the things had to be left out. But guys, let me tell you something. If you want a part two, a number two, here what you're going to do, you're gonna send me some comment. Because there's a next part to that story. If you want ear part two, the audacity, the sheer audacity of some people. Let me tell you something, man. Just text me, subscribe, share, like, comment. Tell me you want a part two, because trust me, part two is gonna blow you over. It's gonna blow you over. You thought you heard a story? Wait till part two come. You might even get a part three if you're nice enough. But just blow up the video. As I said, it's nice to be in studio today, guys. It's the funnest part of my day, y'all. Couldn't wait to get out here today with y'all, guys. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. You know, um, I know I'm a person of many words. Yeah, I love talk in a radio land. But today is actually a very special day a very special. I can't tell you where I was 8 years ago, but I can tell you it's one of those moments that that's changed my life forever. Um, of course, as I said, we have to protect certain people. You can't call up everybody name, but baby girl, you know who you are. Just want to tell you happy birthday. Mama loves you. Mama loves you. You're the light of my light, girl. I love you. KJ, I love you, honey. I love you. Alrighty, guys. So now that we have that out of the way, yeah, yeah, when I get everything out of the way. But guys, remember, on a serious note, y'all need to go over Amazon, go buy my book. $5 for the e-copy, $15 for the hard copy. Guys, when I over there, I buy 20, 40 inch ear. Nothing wrong with it. Just remember me. Remember Cheryl's story over there. Put it on your cat. Is one of your must read. Guys, support your fellow Jamaicans, your fellow Caribbean author, whoever you are. Just support reading. Reading make it a man. You understand? Instead of hearing the rumors, whatever you've heard or misheard, it come from straight from the arse's mouth. And I didn't, apart from the names and places that were changed, the story is still there. The true story, naked and unashamed. All right, guys. So this morning. Guess what? I just wanted to talk to you something about that was on my heart. So, practical tips to take care of your mental health. Guys, with everything that is going on, you had the pandemic, you have the war, you have all sort of things that's going on. The news. In fact, I haven't listened to news since when was it? 2002. Yeah, I can't afford to listen to bad news. Bad news just yeah, it's just I don't listen it. I can't. I don't have the space for it. My mom used to say, "Oh, you know what's going on in the world." I said, "I just know, but I don't sit and listen to it. It's too negative, too negative, too negative. I need something to build me up. You understand? Build me up, pump my spirit, and all of these things." So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Practical tips to take care of your mental faculties. You understand? All right, and these work for me, guys. These works for me, and it might not work for you, but whatever that floats your boat. Me know that these tips they float mine. All right, so tip number one. Be honest with yourself. You see, that's one of the hardest thing to do. Be honest with yourself. All right, I love to tell people this. No matter how me kid around and run joke and whatever, at the end of the day, when I'm in my little corner, I'm gonna be honest with myself. I if I feel a certain way, I might not tell you, but when I'm by myself, me know exactly how me feel. Me honest with myself. I didn't like that situation. This person too stressing. You know what? And I have these conversation with myself. And when I have these conversation with myself, I'm honest. Even if I'm not honest to the person, like I don't say anything. I have my moments where I go, yeah, this is how I really feel. I feel disrespected. I feel uncared for. I feel unloved. And the reason I'm unhappy is due to X, Y, and Z. These circumstances cause me to feel that way. So, guys, always be honest with yourself. Even if you're not honest with anybody else, be honest with yourself. If you can't tell yourself the truth, then it's too bad. Too bad because the saying honesty is the best of policy, and the best honesty you can have is honesty with yourself. The next tip number two, y'all gonna come for me, but it's the truth. Tip number two: disconnect from social media. And this is coming from me. I have a Facebook account that was started 2010. I believe it was April 2010. So I have the account how many years, whichever years. And for 10 years, or almost close to 10 years, I was not on that Facebook account. I had to disconnect because with social media, there's always something happening, some drama. Who getting married, who engaged, who break up, all the drama, all the messy stuff. People, come on, we got here because we want to see messy stuff. The times that I did go on Facebook, I was looking at like people making a fool of themselves, and me over in my car now, me they over dead with laugh. But you didn't know that I was there. I was there seeing every single thing, but I was just in my corner. People put all right. I remember I saw a classmate of mine, not classmate, schoolmate. I said, "Hey, I saw you get married. I'm so I saw the other day you put up you got married." He was like, "Married? You can be anything you want." I'm so sure. And I was like, you absolutely. A lot of people live all these fake lives. They live a life in front of the camera, like your life perfect. And when the camera come off, they go back to them depressing world. Them life not that interesting. People disconnect. Whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever it is, disconnect. Disconnect with the amount of filters and biofilters and all these things. I know everything about Facebook is real. You understand? Some people, for the most part, just want to come there and create an image. Like me now, me not create an image. Me not create an image. Me not have the time for pretend. I don't have a time. I don't have the capacity to pretend oh, my life is perfect. This is my perfect dinner. I went here, there. Some of the best moments you have is the ones that you don't share. In fact, some of the best moments you can't even share it out there. They would flag it down. You understand? So disconnect from even if a few hours. Disconnect. You don't have to see what everybody's saying. I see a lot of my classmates, college mates. I haven't seen them in 20 years, and I see them post stuff. It's me gonna get jealous. Oh please. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. You understand? Just disconnect. Take some time for social media. Alrighty. Tip number three. And this is one of my favorite thing. Disconnect from toxic people. Guys, me no need to ever tell you toxic people. Make you want story. Story time. You see me a clutch river? I know a lot of people, and a few people make a call, give it a term friend, call friend I want serious stuff. You understand? I, a title that I don't um take lightly. I remember I had this friend. She was so good to me. She was just everything. But one thing though with that friend, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Have mercy, Percy. She mix up. She always had a story. She always had a story about he said, she said. And you know, I'm a person like this. I can tell you, I love to listen. I will listen to you talk the whole day. But while you're talking, I'm wondering, so why is it that somebody always a say, them say, or she said, they said? But if you never put yourself in a position where you could hear, then you wouldn't have all this story. And she was nice, I mean, nice, nice, nice person. But on the flip side, she just always have a story, and my spirit couldn't take it. It just annoyed everything out of me, and I had to drop her. Not because she did anything wrong, but it's just that the toxic. It just. And sometimes you don't want to hear. We just never want to hear. One of the things that turned me off was that you see, people need to be careful, and people need to be wise. You see, when I don't fraternize with my enemy. So if you talk to my enemy, or somebody I don't deal with, that's fine. That's fine. You have all right to do whatever you want. But then it puts me in a comfortable position because I'm wondering because you're so lippy. If some of the things that I'm saying you're gonna say to that other person. And drama, guys, me stay away from the drama. If me want drama, there's whatever series on you can watch on Netflix or Hulu or whatever. I don't want that drama. Stay away from toxic, disruptive people. You understand? They're like anchors. They just hold it down. And my spirit can't take it. Just disconnect from them totally. You understand? Right. The next step, guys, is learning to let go. I know, guys, it's easier said than done. But one of the things that I have learned and I continue to learn is how to let go. You know, I don't have much drama in my life. I just have situation. My life not full of no drama. I don't do drama, right? But even if somebody offend me, and I try, my first thing is God, please give me the fortitude, give me the magnitude to forgive them. Yeah, let me not be when I see that person be uncomfortable around them. Help me to be myself. God, whatever it is that it takes for me to learn to let it go, let me let it go. Don't let me walk around with all this garbage in my chest, in my heart. So me have up people. So I always try to find a way for just learn to let it go. And I learned that I remember recently, somebody do me something so so grievous. I grieved for a long while. As I grow younger each day, I learned the power of silence. You see, when you're silent, people can't misquote you. They can't say, Cheryl said or Cheryl did say. You understand? And I had to learn how to just leave, just let it go. You see, the moment you let it go is a release. It's a release. And people wonder, so somebody could have do you something so grievous. And you're still yeah, I'm careful around you, but I let it go. And all the times in my life that I've learned to let go, especially some painful things, it's like me reach for one next level. It's like me feel like me live on one different level because me know say if me can get through this, anything else that life throw at me, I'm gonna have to. You understand? So it's a blessing to learn to let it go, let go and let God. There's a blessing in that. The next practical thing is learning to forgive yourself. The good book says forgive others. Yes, and it's good. And that forgiveness is extended to yourself. Some things, sometimes I look back at some of the things that I did and I shake my head and I go, Cheryl, what were you thinking? No, man. And my younger self would have said, you're stupid. No, you're just stupid. But I have to be patient with myself. I have to tell myself, say, you know, I didn't know because of lack of knowledge or because I was inexperienced in a situation. Me never know. I'm gonna learn to forgive myself. It's when I learn to forgive myself. Oh God, me feel so good. Me and myself a best friend. You understand? So not only do we extend forgiveness to other people, you understand? I have to learn now how to forgive myself because sometimes I do some stupid something. Less now, but there was a time that I did some stuff. I go, if my younger self could meet this version, with a fight. I mean, I talk about, you know, we me the serious Mike Tyson fight. Cause be like, huh? What the hell were you thinking? You did blind? Especially when it come on to some relationship. But hey, that's the word another episode, guys. All right, guys. If you're still here with me, guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, comment to Smalley's World Acts of Love. All right, guys. The next tip is I had to learn to stop beating up myself. Yeah, I used to beat up myself for every single thing. If I didn't do something perfect in my eyes, if I didn't do the way that somebody expected me, I beat up myself. The negative self-taught, the negative in I can't bother with that no more. Me too old. I mean, I'm too young. So I had to just one day say to myself, but you can't know everything and you can't be everything to everybody. So I had to just learn to let it go and stop and beat up myself. Certain things you'll never get it. One of the things was I wasn't the perfect cook. Anybody would know me. Me never know even know how to 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 boil water one time. Well, I knew how to boil water. You understand? But I used to beat up myself because I was a person who never liked cooking. But no, you can't cook. A five-star chef can't cook like me. Me have the cooking pat down. You understand? And if I'd continue to just say, oh, I'm not a good cook, I'm not this, I'm not that, would I be here today? So I had to stop the negative self-taught and just do whatever, learn to do whatever, and just move on, guys. So stop beating up yourself. The next one is really, really, really practical. So is which is exercise. I have a friend of mine. He's my coach. Me tell him. Well, we can't tell him about coach right now, but you know, I have a coach, and he's a personal friend of mine, and he says, Cheryl, I love you, but guess what? You look a bit too chubby. You're out of shape. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? I'm fine. I was like, yeah, you need to, tighten up. And I started exercising. He opened my eyes to a whole another plethora of thinking and perspective and everything. You understand? My mornings would start off, I got up, or my coach would call me, hey, it's time to go. And we'd go cycling, bicycling. Although I thought I could ride far, but I couldn't ride far. And I would walk and jog. I would do like 10,000 steps. There's an app on the phone. It's a pedometer that it gives you challenges, and I would do it. I didn't start out with 10,000 step. I started with maybe 1,000. And in no time, I was doing 10,000 steps, which was like 5 miles a day. And I sometimes would end up doing even 15 miles per day just walking. And I started to walk, exercise. I started to take care of me. And I tell you, even when I was sad, even when I was depressed or anything, well, I just it's the moment I put on me get up in the morning, I make my eyes open, me see me prize, and me just put on me gears and me gone. You understand? I mean, when you exercise, that endorphin, that dopamine in your brain, it just make me feel so nice, and it gets and man, it's just so nice. And I remember one day, my coach was just pulling, my trainer was pulling me over the hill, and he was like, "You got to do this," and I'm like, "I hate you right now." It's like, "Hate me later." And he pulled me and he was like, You need to do this. And I'm like, I can't. And meanwhile, he was telling me that you need to go to, it was pulling me, pushing me over the hill. And when I read at the top of the hill, I was like dying. I said, You made it, sure. And it just became a part of my lifestyle. In about a month, I lost like about 20 pounds. And then it goes hand in hand in the next one, which is change of the I had to change my diet, guys. Whew. You hear me say me love cook? Me love cook. I'm a foodie. Now give me rice every day or dumpling and that sort of thing. I like to know that the stuff that we eat every day, we can prepare it in different ways. I changed my diet. I changed my diet because I used to like like 2 times for the week. I'd have pasta in every form you can think of. And I love my food cooked down in a while. Me not tell a lie. Even to this day, I was eating too much pastas. I was eating a lot of sugary stuff. I was eating a lot of cheeses, and you know, m- when you eat a lot of processed food, it slows down the body. And I had all this, and I remember I was just feeling sluggish, and I had mental fog, and I changed my diet. I started incorporating like olive oil, like the real olive oil. I'm not talking about blended, because most of what they sell in the supermarket is blended. I had this olive oil. I forgot what's its name. It's from Spain. You can get it in the supermarket, and I started incorporating. Like when I'm going out in the mornings, I would just have um my olive oil, a teaspoon full of it, and some water, and then what it does is it burns. It helps you to burn the fat, and then I started incorporating a lot of pineapple. Man, I pineapples and fresh fruits, and I incorporated more water in my diet, and man, I felt so good. And then the change of diet with with the exercise, because my coach have this way of pushing me. Now after we go and exercise, whether jog 5, 6, 7, 8 miles, I mean, not talk about the flat surface, the flat. We talk about up hills and valleys and all of that. When I came back, when I cool down, we do some exercise, some stretching, not yoga or so, but exercise, man. Then I would take my supplement. There's a supplement I take, no matter how tired I get, it just gives me a natural. So I have this energy. So you're taking off the weight, you're detoxing. I feel so good. It feels so good. I need to get back there. Yeah, need to get back. I had to stop, but that story is for a different time, right? Now, guys, I had to do all of that. I had to rethink everything. As I said, I had to drop some of the friends I had for the peace of mind. Because the Bible talks about the peace of he gives a piece of oh Lord, sometimes me have me have beard fuck right now. The peace that passeth all understanding. Yeah, I wanted that. I didn't want anything to just bother my spirit and have um these negative things rolling around in my head. Also, I got a hobby. In fact, I got several of them. I started writing. I started writing how I felt. And I realized the more I wrote, the better I felt. I took up arts and craft. I took up exercise. I took up a lot of things. Anything that would prevent me from being sad, or give me a trigger, or anything that would put me back into the place of being depressed. So those guys were my practical tips. First, be honest with yourself about your feelings. Disconnect from social media. Disconnect from toxic people. Learn to let go. Forgive yourself. Stop beating up yourself. Exercise. Change your diet. And sometimes, guys, the final one. Sometimes you do need a change of environment. If you listen to one of my video, I forgot which one it was, where I talked about I wasn't sleeping. I didn't sleep during the pandemic, and a friend of mine took me up into the country. Man, the moment I came out of the city, I went into the country. It was like a whole different experience. It was like night and day. The moment I entered the country, it was like something just changed. The environment, the air, everything was, it was so different. It was so different. And I'm thankful because sometimes you live in some environment and it just not right. You understand? For whatever reason, a change of environment. I didn't get to go to the river because I love river. Everybody know me. I love river. Country bunking, guilty as charged. But a change of environment, change of scenery will do you a lot of good. Sometimes I'm home and I'll just call kids, okay, all right, we're going to the beach or we're going there. And just a change out of the environment for even an hour, it just does something. It just rejuvenates you and refreshes you. Well, guys, there it is for today. This is your host, Cheryl from Small Israel. Guys, remember to go over Amazon. Go over Amazon. My book is Naked and Ashamed, the story of my life, how I fought depression and God healed my broken spirit. Guys, it's a real story. It's something that happened to me. Some of the things I won't say here, so go get my book, go fasten on my business, see what's going on. Guys, feel free to reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, wherever. I'm here. Leave your nice comments. It's, sometime I go there, I'm so encouraged by what I see and the people who have been reaching out to me, especially on WhatsApp. Guys, no man is an island, and I learned that we all need each other, whether in big or small ways, guys. So, as I say, I want to be a best-selling author. Yeah, me I tell you that straight. Go buy my book. Go buy my book over there. E-copy is for $5. The hard copy is $15. $15 and not much, and not much. And in fact, buy one for your auntie, uncle, daughter, cousin, grandmother, grandfather. You understand? Go over there to spread the love, guys. Guys, it's been a pleasure just coming on here in the studio on a daily basis and just talking to you guys. As I said, reach out to me. I'll reach out to you as soon as possible. God bless you. God keep you, and may his face continue to shine upon you.